the deputy president's position or was or what he is now. He's not a member of the Katiba movement as far as we know. So we really cannot speak for him. We really have no opinion. As Hon Karua said earlier, Kenya is really not the 2 or 3 factions of Jubilee. I don't know how many they are now. Especially when you include ODM and the opposition. We don't know what those formations are like. We, as leader Katiba, our position is very clear. Our constitution is fine. We are here to call Kenyans to defend it, because this constitution, it has survived 10 years of various types of assault. The independence constitution wasn't so lucky. It didn't survive 2 years. And we had a progressive constitution at independence, not dissimilar to this one, similar to this one in many respects, devolution, various other things. It did not survive a year. And it was abrogated in the same manner by whipping up political sort of sentiment, mobilizing ethnically, dividing people. And it is, I think, instructive that the 2 partners who want to overthrow the 2010 constitution are the sons of the people who overthrew the independence constitution. So they have interests there. So we are speaking as Kenyans, people here. We have people here who work very hard to bring about the new constitution. I put myself in that category. I am proud that I actually drafted one of the chapters in the Constitution on public finance. So we are defending our work and our beliefs and our convictions. What political formations are doing is really not our business. What are we going to do? Because the Constitution process, the process that has been initiated, we say it is illegitimate, unconstitutional, it is illegal. It is not the only thing that this regime is doing that is illegal. We are dealing with impunity. And the level of impunity is growing. And that's what we want Kenyans to begin to recognize. This impunity has been creaking. We have said in the statement that the attempts to dismantle the Constitution started in 2014 with the Security Amendment Bill, which was then passed. I have lost count how many laws passed by Jubilee, administrative actions, have been declared unconstitutional by the courts. There are the people we call the defenders of the status quo are determined to restore the authoritarian state, as we are seeing happening in Tanzania, as we are seeing in other places, and we want Kenyans to look at those places. We are not special. It is the same forces that are driving this process, where you're seeing very serious rollback of people's freedoms, and of course that is followed by rampant corruption, which you cannot do anything about because your rights have been taken away. What are we doing? We already, some of you will be aware, even before BBI, myself, Jerotich here, and other colleagues already had taken a case to court, trying to get the courts to rule on defending the Constitution. It was before BBI, but I don't know how many Kenyans that are aware that before BBI we already have very many bills, which some are still live before the House, which have attempted to remove very fundamental sections of the Constitution. We also know that, as we are familiar with the Chief Justice directive, that not only are they trying to change the Constitution and undermine it and claw back powers that enjoyed before, but they also define the directives of the Constitution, for instance, with regard to the gender, the 2/3 or 1/3 gender rule, whichever way you want to look at it. So we have said in the statement, it is not one thing that we are going to do. It is many things. We have litigation already in the courts. We will come up with more litigation which we will take to the courts. We are doing what we are doing here now, prosecuting our case in the court of the public opinion. We are going to engage politically because we have a right to participate in the politics of our country. So when the time comes, we have political parties here. We have quite a number of political parties involved in this initiative. And we are going to use every other lawful constitutional means of protest, of political engagement, of using the judiciary, of mobilizing people so that we can defend the gains we have made and to further the transformative agenda of our 2010 Constitution.
Thank you, Dr. Ndi.